You're in trouble, aren't you, son?
Yeah, well, that was my stepdad's ball. I took it without asking. It was signed by Babe Ruth.
George signed this?
George Herman Ruth? Yeah.
I take it back. You're not in trouble. You're dead where you stand. Hold on. Hold on. Here. I'll trade you.
That's really nice of you, but that ball really is signed by Babe Ruth.
So is this one. With the rest of the 1927 Yankees.
Man. Murderer's Row. Lou Gehrig.
Babe Ruth! But why would you trade? That one's all chewed up.
I got a lot of good stuff. Look at that stuff. Besides, you need it more than I do.
You knew Babe Ruth?
George? I sure did. And he knew me. He was almost as great a hitter as I was. I would have broken his record, too, but...
You went blind.
Yep. I used to crowd the plate so the strike zone almost disappeared. Pitchers hate that. That's the way I played. 100% all the time. Baseball was life. And I was good at it. Real good. And then, one day, a high fast went and pow, the lights went out.
I don't think we could take this ball.
I'll tell you what. You guys come by here once a week and talk baseball with me. We'll call it an even trade.
Deal!
Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, you can fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast.
What's cracking, you fucking bushers? Welcome back to SLTP. This is episode 208. It's just me tonight, Bowski, your favorite professional Sunday leaguer all across the world. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that intro anymore. For the OGs that know, they know what's cracking with that. But I guess I'm gonna play some wall ball because it's just me tonight. Like I said, drinking some Keyboard Warrior Click Clack, courtesy of a friend of mine, Tito. He's hooked us up before on the pod with some of his own brews, but so he came up on this this double IPA by Trademark Brewery. It's an 8% double IPA called Keyboard Warrior, and he wanted me to specifically dedicate this one to the pitcher from the Mets, who's essentially a keyboard warrior himself, and he said you can catch him in the parking lot. He knows who he is. So, you know, opening up with James Earl Jones, recently passed away on September 9th, on Monday, which was the release of episode 207. Shout out to Stino and Pat, by the way. It's a great episode. I had a lot of fun. And it was a pleasure to have them back. You know, hopefully we can have them back again soon. But, you know, like I said, matter of fact, with the monologue of James Earl Jones, well, Mr. Myrtle in The Sandlot, he's talking to Smalls and Benny the Jet. So, yeah, man, I mean, you come back once a week and we talk baseball. I guess we talk Sunday League baseball. You got yourself a deal, man. So here we are doing the work that's got to be done once a week. You know, sometimes it just doesn't happen. But I signed a deal with myself to be here for you every week. So here we are, sipping again on this Keyboard Warrior. On the back of the can, it says it's a Keyboard Warrior double IPA. I guess it has pine, citrus, and tough guy notes. This is on the can, by the way. It says, pop, sip, crack open a can of this hoppy, bold double IPA and double click your way to glory, a hero of our times. Well, there you go. Again, by Trademark Brewing in Long Beach. I guess this is like kind of like a limited release. So I remember when, our friend Tito, he posted it on his Instagram. I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. Let me get some of that. And, he mentioned it was a limited release. And, he went out of his way to hook us up. So here we are, sipping on this. And let's give this a quick taste. Pretty good, man. For it being a double IPA, this is an easy drink. This shit'll fuck you up. I like it a lot. We're here, episode 208. We have a couple of sound off Sundays, which we'll get to a little later. I did ask for on the old IG for some voice, some voice rants, some voice DMs from you fucking bush leaguers. Unfortunately, not too many people were very bold. Only one bold soul on this fucking planet or in our community anyways, was, bold enough to actually, he had the fucking balls. Do you have the balls? Well, he had the balls to, send in a voice DM. Haven't heard it yet. We'll listen to that a little bit later, after, when we get the cup check, we'll do that. But we do actually have, the soundboard hooked up today, which is kind of like, it's a thing of legend on this podcast. I've got several things on here. That's our favorite ESPN update. Again, there's a lot of buttons on this soundboard. Betty Buttons.
Betty.
Welcome back. We got a couple of new sound bites, in honor of our friend. Well, not really our friend, James Earl Jones. I've never met him in person, never had the opportunity. But, he did come out in a couple of baseball movies, The Sandlot. He played Mr. Myrtle, Old Man Myrtle, or whatever they called him. He was the owner of the dog, the Beast. We can all really relate to that movie. It's our age demographic, I guess, for lack of a better term. My dumbass, my vocabulary is dog shit, so we're just going to roll with that. But there's so many of us, like at our age now, we can relate to the kids in the movie at the time. It was, that was pretty much our childhood right there. Like we'd do baseball shit. We did other shit too in the street, in the neighborhoods and stuff. Like for me, for example, across the street from my house, it's a big ass cul-de-sac. In the cul-de-sac, it's kind of ideal for like baseball related activities, things like that. Or if you did like street hockey or, soccer, even football, and it's kind of like a long street. So like sometimes at night, the kids in the neighborhood, we would get together and we would play hide and go seek. Now, if you never play hide and go seek, then you're probably too young for me, but hide and go seek was fucking fun as shit, man. Like that shit would turn you into a goddamn athlete. Cause essentially you got to run, you can get into espionage, right? You could be one of those secret agents just running around and shit. Growing up playing the video games, you play the espionage games like the game Hitman, for example. You kind of start pretending like, okay, I remember I did this in Hitman, so I'm gonna try this here in hide and go seek, and you're a winner. You're a winner if you can get to home base or whatever the fuck. Damn, did I just say home base? Fuck me. It's home plate. But it's not baseball when it's hide and go seek. Anyways, James Earl Jones. He was in The Sandlot, played Mr. Myrtle. He knew George. I know George. A great movie, man. Like I just watched it again for like the millionth time with my little one, and she was actually kind of intrigued with the Beast. And it's funny, like watching the movie. I was I've never really thought about it, but I've always wondered, well, is there any conspiracies to this movie? And I just briefly searched, the Sandlot conspiracies, but I didn't really come across, too much. But I guess there's a theory as to like how Smalls becomes the sportscaster in the movie, and so because he ends up, in the scene that we played, or the audio clip that we played, at the beginning of this podcast, I guess one could assume that throughout the years he would come back week after week and talk baseball with Mr. Myrtle, and they would, as my phone goes off, they would talk baseball once a week, and so I guess it's my belief that that's how he got into podcasting. He'd probably be a great podcaster. That's how he got into broadcasting for baseball, just talking baseball with old man Myrtle. And, as I guess, as he would tell the story of how he got into baseball broadcasting, he goes on to say, well, I got into it because Benny the Jet was my childhood friend. And because he, got a baseball from Mr. Myrtle's backyard is how I, met Mr. Myrtle, and so on. So you connect the dots, right? So it's pretty cool to like kind of assume how I guess Smalls would have, gotten to a career of sports broadcasting. Maybe he should try podcasting, in the future, the fictional character, anyways. But yeah, man, it's a little bit of a mind fuck as far as like it takes you back to like where you have come as a kid, right? And it brought me to a quote from another James Earl Jones character, Mufasa, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick. We're gonna add this shit to the soundboard. Remember who you are. Smalls remembered who he was, and so he became a sports broadcaster, right? Just probably started telling the story of, his life and started exaggerating the story, which is probably why the Sandlot itself, it's like maybe Smalls as an adult is recalling the events of that story, and he's like just jazzing it up a little bit, right? Because like there's no way that this big ass fucking mastiff dog or gorilla dog, whatever it actually is actually chewing on the erector set and just bending it half to shit and just throwing it, halfway to the moon. Like some of these fucking bush leaguers can make a goddamn throw. But yeah, so I imagine he's probably like his sportscaster buddy asked him like, how'd you get into broadcasting? Oh, well, Benny the Jet was my childhood friend, and we got a baseball from Mr. Myrtle's backyard. And Mr. Myrtle knew Babe Ruth, so we traded a baseball for whatever. I stole my stepdad's Babe Ruth ball, and we used it. I hit it over the wall, and we couldn't get it back, so Benny hopped the fence and ran away from the dog, and we somehow ended up talking to Mr. Myrtle. And Mr. Myrtle turns out to be a blind ex-major leaguer that knew George Herman Ruth, and that's how I met him. And so he asked us, he wanted to trade this ball for 1927 or whatever year it was, whatever Yankees year, had Murderers Row and all that. The whole team signed a baseball. You trade it in exchange for coming once a week to talk baseball, and that's how I got into broadcasting. It was of interest to Smalls. So anyways, yeah, that stupid rant. Buzzing it a little bit, of course. I've had like 4 blue moons prepping up for this episode for 208. So anyways, yeah, hopefully you guys kind of catch my drift there. But hey, since last week has gone on, it's today is Sunday, September 14th, but you're listening to this either on September 15th or beyond. No, I'm tripping. Sunday, September 15th. Matter of fact, as I'm recording this shit. So as you're listening to this, it was yesterday. For you fucking guys that want to get some brownie points for the NABA Arizona World Series. Me looking at myself. September 15th was actually Wifey Appreciation Day. This was something that my wife brought up to me. She's like, hey, motherfucker. She didn't say motherfucker. She's like, hey, fool. She didn't say fooled either. She's like, hey, did you know that September 15th was Wifey Appreciation Day? And I'm just like, no, I didn't know that. She's like, oh, well, yeah, just so you know. And then I look at my phone. I'm like, hey, wait, today's September 15th. And I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, about that. And she's like, oh, I guess she herself didn't realize the date either. So I guess I'm kind of off the hook. I don't know. But shout out to the wife. As you all know, I appreciate the wife dearly. And, hey, man, you know, I will make up for that Wifey Appreciation Day. So to all you fucking bush leaguers, my word of advice would be, if you're married, you know, because if you got a girlfriend, you ain't married. She ain't your wife. So you're kind of off the hook. In my opinion, right, she might think otherwise, like, oh, so you ain't going to marry me? You know, I know that shit happens. But if you're married, September 15th, Wife Appreciation Day. September 16th, however, today, as you're listening, is Wife Appreciation Day makeup. Makeup day. So take full advantage of that. Go out, get your spouse a fucking gift card from wherever, Schmamazon or the old Fargate place building. My employer, if y'all didn't know, a professional mover of pallets and boxes. I'm really good at it. Oh, I'm great. That's good. I was real good. As James Earl Jones, as Mr. Myrtle said. But I'm not blind to it. So, real quick, I did want to shout out, or at least bring some awareness to a player in the FBL, you know, the league that I play in. FBL AAA, the Fontana Bombers. So they have a teammate, and so it seems like he recently passed away. Matter of fact, it was I want to say it was last Sunday, the 9th or the 8th. Yeah, man. So their teammate Anthony Quinones, number 69, Anthony Quinones. I guess he passed away, and unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure, you know, what happened. It's not really my place to be asking those types of questions, you know, but from the podcast community, you know, and SLTP, condolences to the family, you know, and they do have a GoFundMe for him, you know, for the family, you know, and in a tough time like this, you know, something like this is never ever easy. And you know, so again, just want to bring some awareness to that. And if you're interested in, you know, helping out, donating, or anything like that, or just reaching out to the family for some words, I mean, I guess I could point you in the right direction, or, you know, the GoFundMe. I have access to the link, so I could send you guys the link if you're interested. So yeah, just you know, don't hesitate to reach out. And, you know, RIP, Mr. Quinones, you know, again, one of the players in our community and stuff. So it's kind of just like, damn, like, that's crazy. You know, you don't really know what to say. I don't have the proper words. But, you know, just wanted to bring some awareness to that. And, you know, it's part of life, man. It's tough. It's tough on families and all that. But, you know, the show goes on. You know, we as ball players, we continue to play ball and show up every week, and you know, for his teammates, you know, playing his honor. You know, our season in the FBL is almost over, and I want to say that the Bombers are still actually in it, and they play in the FBL AAA, and they currently stand. Let me see, where are they at? They are currently 2-6 in their AAA Woodbat division, which I want to say that maybe it's the top 6 or the top 4. So they're not too far out, with maybe like 4 games left on the schedule. So I guess we'll see. I mean, they got a shot. They got a chance to win out and, you know, get to 500. So, hey, man, you know, play for your boy, play for Team Pride, you know, and just come together and do what you got to do, man. Just have fun with it, you know. And again, just condolences from the community and from SLTP, you know, to the family, you know, for the loss of their loved one. And so a week later today, we in the FBL, the infamous FBL, the fucking best league, so I like to refer to it as. It's only because I'm there. Otherwise, it's just whatever league I'm in, that's the best league now. Kidding. So, yeah, man, we in our area, we have a couple of fires kind of surrounding us. It's kind of like a ring of fire, you could say. Reminds me of that Johnny Cash song, The Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. I have a song idea which would suit Pat's voice. Pat, I know you're unavailable today, but we'll figure that one out. Let me see. So we actually ended up getting canceled, for the week. Turns out the school districts were like, nah, bruh, you ain't playing. So we didn't get to play. But there is other leagues, in, I guess, the immediate area. Let me see. All the leagues pretty much that I can think of pretty much played. And I don't know if I mentioned it last week, which I'm pretty sure I fucking forgot, which I apologize. But I'm not sure that I shouted out the OC Rays, the current OCRBL champs. I want to say they're on a three-peat, something like that. We had talked about last week also the MSBL beat the Heat tournament, the 18 Open, I guess. Just wanted to give a quick shout out again. I don't know if I did last week because I have this fucking short-term memory. It's absolutely terrible. But shout out to the Fresno Grizzlies for winning that. They ended up overcoming some roster nonsense that came at them from their opponent. So yeah, man, it's interesting to not be able to play this week, just simply because of the, we have the bridge fire, the line fire. I think the other one is the airport fire, and then there was like some other random ass fire that popped up, like in the Lytle Creek area. One's in the Highland, one's in like Upland, the other one's down in roughly Lake Elsinore, something like that. And I don't even know where the fuck they get these names from. Like line fire, I have no clue where they got this name from. Airport fire, no clue. Bridge fire, no clue. So if anybody would like to enlighten my soul, I guess, please let me know. As I take a drink of this keyboard warrior, for all you fucking keyboard warriors out there, that one's for you. And so, moving on from the Ring of Fire, the Ring of Fire, the Ring of Fire, the FBL's in a fiery ring, and this is why I sing. Kidding, I'll stop. Let me see. I have a couple of notes here. Let me see. Friends of ours, another podcast, Top of the Lineup. So they're former guests of the show. They came out maybe was it a year ago or 2 years ago, year and a half ago, roughly. They did like a California League tour for the, the minor leagues, high A or low A, whatever is around here, Quake 66ers and all that shit. So they came out. That's how we met and all that, and just. They played in some of our fantasy baseball in the past of the World Pod Classic, which probably should update that sometime soon because probably in playoffs by now. But they kind of took like a 1 year hiatus from their podcast because they were doing their thing. But they're back. So go give them a listen. Top of the Lineup, Juan and Soto, Luis Soto. They homies of ours, we fucks with them. They fucks with us. So giving them a quick shout out. And again, just go give them a listen. You can find them on Instagram. Top of the Lineup. Should probably make a podcast called Heart of the Order. Or what's the bottom of the line? Bottom of the lineup? Yeah, that'd probably be some players that don't know how to play ball. I know a lot of fucking content. Well, I don't want to say that I know a lot of content guys that suck at baseball, but I see a lot of content guys that suck at baseball, and it's I'm not gonna name any names because we don't need to do all that shit right now. We ain't there yet ourselves as far as clout in the content creation forum, But hey, we can play some ball here. I'll give you that. That I can fucking guarantee. I know my good fucking friend Mason's probably over there laughing at me like, oh my God, Bowski, you're such a fucking lame. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Mason. That's my boy. Probably should hit him up today, but I don't think he could stay up past midnight, which is where we're currently at. So moving on. I did mention fantasy baseball earlier. Shit, as I fucking dropped my phone. This motherfucker vibrates every 2 goddamn seconds. And it's mostly because my fucking Ring app goes off like I said, every 2 fucking seconds. And so like because of the it's funny, with the fires, throughout the week and stuff, it's it's just brutal because the kids. This is why the league we didn't play in the FBL this week is because the school districts pretty much shut down all activity on campuses, so that kind of carried over into the league or whatever. And so throughout the week, people are I feel like they just think, yes, in a way it's a social forum, right? But it's not really like, hey, where's the best tacos in town? Because that shit happens far too often, more than I'd like. It's like, dude, she's like, just shut the fuck up. Like, but again, you can't really, like, you don't know who's saying what because the commenters say things like neighbor 8, neighbor 57, neighbor 69. Nice. So, yeah, Ring app needs to clean it up. Like, just kind of keep it to resharing videos and not just like being able to text shit and ask people stuff. It gets annoying after a while. But throughout the week, like again, because the school districts in the area were closed, people kept asking, is this school district closed? Is that school district closed? Does anybody know this? Does anybody know that? Like, dude, shut the fuck up and call and ask yourself. Jesus fucking Christ. These motherfuckers, man, I swear to God. Anyways, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was talking about fantasy baseball, which also my good friend Mason fucking sucks ass at fantasy baseball. Jesus fucking Christ. In our 14 team fantasy league, I don't know, some people might frown at a 14 team league. My advice to you is just be better, dog, because this shit ain't easy. The 8th place team had, finished over 500. Mason did not with his 5-18 record. But we do have, let me see, a couple of results as far as some relevant characters in our world here. So let me see. I was fortunate enough to make it to the first round. I was the 2nd seed overall. I was lucky enough to play my good friend Ethan Manning. He went up, was the quarterfinals. We played against each other. I won by a good enough margin, so I'll be moving on into the semifinal, and I'm gonna be going up against my co-host DH in the semifinal. So the winner of us will move on to the championship, and it's looking like Big Dick John Lane. He actually ended up getting the number 1 seed overall, so he got a first round bye. I think we did like top 7 or something for playoffs, and so he's gonna be going up against the winner of Dad Bats, my friend Lupe, a teammate of mine and former recurring guest of the show, Halo D. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel Garcia. He friend of ours. Halo D will be moving on and going up against John Richard Lane, the sex god, into the semifinal. So the winner of that will be playing the winner between DH and myself into the championship. So shout out to everybody for everybody that advanced. DH ended up beating Pat, so it's all relevant. Yeah, man, he barely beat him by, by about 12 points, which is kind of a slim margin. But yeah, so fantasy baseball, we will see DH and myself will be going toe-to-toe. Well, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens because, in past episodes, we've been talking shit to each other, so let's see what the end result will be by the end of, I guess by the next episode for 209. Something like that, and we'll have our championship matchup. Speaking of championship matchups, the San Fernando Valley Baseball League will be entering their playoffs, I believe, this week. I think they had as far as their schedule is concerned, they had a like a makeup game, for this week. So once those brackets come out, which that will probably be today or tomorrow, but once that shit comes out, we'll get into that a little bit, for the next episode. Give some predictions, just cause, just to piss some people off. You know how it is. But their AAA, their lower division, their minors. Excuse me, we'll call it AAA. But their minor division, they had their playoff bracket ready to go. Let me see. It looks like they're actually going to be going into their. They played their semifinal actually. So the Diablos ended up playing against VenimX, and there was some roster issues with VenimX, according to the Los Royales Instagram account. But it seems like shit got worked out or something like that. I'm very hazy on the details, so I don't know. Don't quote me on shit. I don't know nothing. So winner of that will be playing against the Originales and my motherfucking friends Jalisco. They were kind enough to have me for a practice game once a couple months back, which was fucking dope. So I could say that I've played in the San Fernando Valley Baseball League, to some capacity, right? At least against some of the players in the division. So when that playoff bracket comes out for the majors division, I guess we can look over some results, some predictions, something like that. We'll get into that. Let me see. Let's run down some of these leagues that have been, I guess, played. FBL did not play today, like I mentioned earlier. PCBL, however, today was their opening day, which is always kind of weird to say because I feel like PCBL probably plays the longest season out of all the leagues in the area. And to my understanding, I believe they will be moving to a possibly a longer season for like after the fall. So next spring, whenever the fall season is over, they'll take their hiatus, and then their spring season, I believe, starts in March, something like that, March of 2025. So yeah, they're gonna have like a longer season than what they're used to. But their fall season started today, and a couple of matchups. We had the Raptors and the Regulators go toe to toe. Regulators lose to the Raptors 5-4. And let me see. I'm looking at why do they both have 1-1 record. So I'm curious if maybe they played on Saturday. So we'll have to look into that. But so we got the Raptors beating the Regulators 5-4 in, I guess, their second matchup. Then the Academia Maniacs, they played the Copenhagens.
No, I am your father.
The Maniacs are the father of the Copenhagens because it got real crunchy. Maniacs win 15-3. Yeah, it seems like the Maniacs picked up a couple of players. So they'll be having some good support for the fall season. So look out for that. Copenhagen's just got to be better, man. Just got to be better than the other guy. The next game, I think I have a score of the Tigers win over the Rats. It was like 7-4, something like that, if I remember correctly. Looking at the old Instagram account, I'd have to go back and look at it. So yeah, PCBL opening day. Shout out to them for, having multiple seasons. Another opening day was down in the OC, Okaba. And Okaba, unfortunately, man, their top division, or their fall season in general. Let me see. We have the Delgado division, which is their top division. Then we have the A division. 4 teams in each division or whatever. Returning team, one more rep. We have the OC Generals, we have the Maniacs and the Dirtbags down in the Delgado division, the top division. Looks like one more rep won today, 15-0 against the Maniacs. Jesus Christ, they beat the fuck out of them.
No. I am your father.
Too relevant. Another soundbite added to the old board here. Let me see. We got the OC Generals going up against the Dirtbags. We don't have a score there, but we got a new team name. I guess the SoCal Tortugas beat the Orioles 7-6, and then the OC Marlins lose to the OC Patriots 10-8. So there you go. Next week, it looks like one more rep will be playing the OC Generals, the Dirtbags. Oh, it's a doubleheader. One more rep will be playing the OC Generals at 9, and then at 1 o'clock against the Dirtbags. So that's pretty cool. But damn, a doubleheader when it's not really necessary. I think I know why. Because the Maniacs will be unavailable, so they will be heading out to the NABA World Series in Arizona, which we'll get to a little later. So at least all three teams will play. I mean, shit, good job on Okaba for that, for doing their thing. And I believe that some of the players from One More Rep will be heading out the week after to Arizona. So I imagine that they're going to like do the old switcheroo and do another shit. The Maniacs would probably play the doubleheader the week after. So yeah, there you go. Way to plan, Okaba. Good job. Congratulations. You are doing your due diligence for your teams there. So moving on to the next one, SoCal MSBL Irvine. I believe they started their playoff round today. Let's see here. So we have our results. So it looks like they went with the 8-team bracket out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9. Wow. So the last place team went 2-15. So the Beach Boys, what the fuck, clean it up at 2-15. Jesus Christ, they gave up 190 runs. Look, it's not as bad as the 40-plus division. The Pirates gave up 250 runs. That's fucking bad. Get some pitching or catch the ball. I don't know. Figure it out. But anyways, on to the playoff. Let me see. I'm not seeing a bracket, but we do have some results. So we got the Dirtbags, which, let me see, 1, 2, 3. They were the 5th seed. Okay, we'll go to the Dodgers. All right. Dodgers. The Dodgers went up against the OC Moonshots, and looks like they maybe mercied 10-0 against the OC Moonshots. My OC Moonshots. Lost to the Dodgers, unfortunately. God, they lost to the Dodgers of all teams. Yeah, so Dodgers will be moving on. Let me see. Next matchup was the Nationals. They played against the Marlins. The Marlins win 3-1. See, the Marlins are in second place at 13-5. Dodgers were 14-4, by the way. So the Nationals, see you later. It's vacation time for you. Time to go play in other leagues with other teams. Get your work in. See, next matchup was the Dirtbags against Team USA. Team USA comes out on top, 8-3, which no surprise there. They let me see. Top 3 teams so far have won out of all the matches we've mentioned so far. OC Titans went up against the Sun Devils. And let's see, the Sun Devils win 6-5 against the OC Titans. So the top 4 teams will be moving on. The other 4 teams, unfortunately, all had a losing record. So naturally, they should have just made this a top 4 playoff bracket. But competition is what it is. Teams always have a hitting chance or a puncher's chance, as I like to say. Cross sport reference boxing. So congrats to all the teams that will be moving on. I'm not sure of the matchups yet. Maybe that's top here. Yes, I got the matchups. Team USA will be playing the Dodgers, and the Sun Devils will be playing against the Marlins. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that for results for next week. And shout out to the SoCal MSBL. I mean, seriously, for actually staying on top of those standings, because a lot of leagues don't do it right away. I'm looking at you, OCRBL. They've been better. So, shout out to them. Santa Fe, Norwalk Santa Fe League. Hey, man, let's see some results. I have no clue what's going on in the league over there. It could be on me. Maybe I've just been missing something, but I guess we'll see. If anyone's listening, let me know the standings. Moving all the way up to Kern County. Well, not Kern County, Bakersfield, BABL, Bakersfield Adult Baseball League. Kern County Stars. This is probably the only score I'm going to have for this league. Let me see. They got another dub, 15-5 against the Braves, starting off the fall season at 2-0. Excuse me. Shout out to them. As I burp up my keyboard warrior. Shout out to them for who's a keyboard warrior is Mason. My good friend Mason, another keyboard warrior. Love that guy. Anyways, Kern County Stars, they actually will not be participating in the Arizona World Series this year, unfortunately for them. I remember playing against them. They were a good group of guys. Ended up chopping it up with some of the guys, after that. So, shout out to them for being 2-0 in their league currently. So I guess they probably started their season last week, something like that. So keep an eye out on them. Jumping on over to Ventura, NABA. Just quick shout out to my guy Smitty over there. The Central Coast Cage Monkeys. They ended up having a scrimmage over the weekend against Platoon of all teams. Nobody has the balls to go up against Platoon, and they did. Unfortunately, I believe they ended up losing like 9-1, something like that. I'm not entirely sure of the score. They played over at beautiful Conejo Creek, which is like a million miles away from me. But I guess both teams were having themselves a tune-up for the World Series over in Arizona. So shout out to them for having the balls to do that shit. And I mean, if they're in the same area, then whatever, why not? Let's see. Let's shoot on over to to the OCRBL. Now, the OCRBL is one of those leagues where they don't exactly keep up with their standings, but it seems like they might actually be up to date for right now. Let me see. We're gonna choose. They have such a weird little website. Okay. So I know that the OC Rays did play against the Diamondbacks today. The Diamondbacks were undefeated up until today. OC Rays beat them something like shit. I'm not even really sure of the score, but I know that one of their players, ended up hitting two home runs today by the name of AJ David. He let me see. Okay. OC Rays won 12-2 against the Diamondbacks. AJ David hit a 2-run home run in the first and then a 3-run shot in the sixth. So shit, look out for AJ David. Don't pitch to him because probably gonna hit it out. It ain't too often that teams are hitting or players are hitting multiple home runs a game. So yeah, shout out to the Rays for continuing their fucking everlasting dominance over in the OCRBL. I don't know. They should come to the FBL, to the fucking best league. I'm just kidding. I don't know, just something to try a new league. I don't know, just to see how it goes. Maybe MSBL, but fuck, I wouldn't do MSBL. Not after the fucking bullshit that happened over at Beat the Heat. Stay in OCRBL. Let's see. The Diamondbacks look like they're pretty solid. They have scored 30 runs, so they have a plus 20 run differential. Let me see. I do like the Cincinnati Reds a lot over there, and the Cali Padres, the Aventureros are usually pretty solid as well. Our friends, the OC Charos, are over there, so they're all playing against teams that are relevant. Everybody kind of has played against each other over there for a long time, so it reminds me a lot of kind of like the FPL where we play. Seems like it has similar vibes as far as price. God knows. Only God knows how much they charge over there. that's something that I don't really like asking teams is like, oh, how much does your league charge? Because I don't know, it's kind of like asking a woman like, well, how old are you? Right? You probably shouldn't don't ask females how old they are, especially if they look like they're a little older. Don't be offensive. Pro tip. Looking at you, Mason. Pro tip. Don't be offensive to them older women. Let me see. Moving on over to the CBA major. I don't have too many updates on that league over there in San Fernando Valley. But I do know that they will be entering their playoffs, and I'm pretty sure, almost can count on it, that in the championship over there in their top division will probably be the CBA Tigers and the Pacoima Pirates, per usual. So we'll get an update on that for next week. Moving on over to Dabble, the fucking second ranked team over league over there, talking shit. Let me see. They have what I assume is a 4-team division for the fall, which I believe. Damn, I need to see exactly who's in that division, but to my understanding, I think there's 4. 3 off the top of my head are the Sluggos, the Threshers, and the Point Loma Pirates. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm pretty sure the Threshers lost today from what I was told. And then did get an update on the Sluggos against the Pirates. The Pirates one ended up winning 10-4. So the Sluggos going into Arizona looks like going into Arizona off a loss, so they're probably going to be hungry. And yeah, man, all this shit is pretty much just leading up to the NABA World Series, but tournament wise, we're still looking ahead at the RBL Ramirez Baseball League tournament, which I think it's November 9th and 10th, the same weekend as the War Dogs Home Run Derby. So I don't know how that's all that shit is gonna work out for folks. My kid's birthday weekend, so I'm out more than likely. But before we move on to Southwest Adult Baseball League, I tend to forget about Dabble's Saturday division. Their Saturday was 18 AAA. Whatever their top division is on Saturday. Let me see. I did catch wind of a walk-off home run. Bryden Lifts of the walk-ons. Bryden Lifts walks off for the walk-ons on a straight pimp job. Unvelcroed the gloves. He tossed them. He tapped into his inner Bowski as far as the unvelcroing of the gloves. If you know, you know. Yeah, man, shout out to them. They beat the Square Poopers, the EC Wombats. Score was 5-4 or something like that. But, whatever the score was, walk-off, walk-ons, they get the dub. They came over from the Sunday 18 AAA into the Saturday division. So shout out to them. We'll be keeping an eye on, I guess my walk-ons and my EC Wombats. I know a lot of those players. I know the walk-ons, they'll be in Arizona. A lot of the players from the Wombats will also be in Arizona, probably with the EC Royals. So, yeah, man, it's Arizona's shaping up to be real fucking fun. All right, let's move on over to Swabble, Southwest Adult Baseball League. I don't have too many results, but I do have the matchups for the week. Looks like maybe the Sucios went up against the Irish. Temecula Outlaws went up against the Brew Crew. The Sanchos played the Scrubs. And the Bashers played against the Bastards. The Bashers and the Bastards. So shout out to them. I believe the Bastards actually won that game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have a score for everybody else. Yeah. So we'll see what ends up happening with all this scoring. We were tagged, however, by the team. Where are you? By the Bastards. It looks like they got a dub. I don't have a score. But yeah, shout out to the Bastards. Be a bastard. Be a winner. Let's go. And over to my boys over in the Bell Gardens Men's Baseball League. What is it? Is it BGMBL? I always fuck that one up. So yeah, Bell Gardens, that's the Águilas, the Peloteros, the Southgate Nationals. I'm gonna miss a few of you guys, so I apologize. But yeah, the Bell Gardens Men's Baseball League. I believe maybe they're in their playoffs as well. So if anybody can keep me updated on that, please do so. Also, the Austin Baseball League, I believe. Let's see, they played today as well. It was their opening day. Let me see. Yeah, CTBL kicked off their fall ball season games on Sunday, and they're going to be playing on Thursday nights as well. So shout out to that. All the way from San Antonio, our friend Joel Manzo, he always keeps us updated. He always stays in touch as well. So shout out to him. Yeah, he has a little bit of a sound off for later. So we'll get into that. We'll get into all that stuff, man. There's a lot more to talk about. We got let me see. We have the Arizona NABA World Series. The what is that called? Winning the 18 Opens, like the holy grail for some of these fucking guys, which I respect it. I've had a taste of all that. So not of the 18 Open, but we did win the rookie national last year, which was still fucking intense. So yeah, I get it, 1000% understand. After I remember when tournament ball was first mentioned to me. I was like, whatever, dude. This is Sunday League stuff. Like, we don't care about tournaments. Well, hey, all these Sunday Leaguers, they played all these fucking tournaments. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I've accepted it. I'm part of it now. It's fucking great. Tournaments are fun. The body doesn't hold up, because I'm an old fucking geezer and I shower with a fucking shower chair and shit. I got to sit down and, honey, do you have the soap? Yeah. Anyways, all right, so we're going to get into some Arizona NABA World Series, I guess, predictions, something. We're going to get into, I guess, a voice DM. Yeah, that's right. We did have a fucking rant. I haven't heard it yet, so we'll get into that, and then a couple of Sound Off Sundays. So we're just going to get into our cup check. I'll be right back.
Ray, people will come, Ray.
They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom. They'll turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Of course, we won't mind if you look around, you'll say. It's only $20 per person. They'll pass over the money without even thinking about it. For it is money they have and peace they like.
Ray, just sign the papers.
And they'll walk out to the bleachers. And sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They'll find they have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Where they sat when they were children and cheered their heroes. And they'll watch the game. And it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces.
Ray, when the bank opens in the morning, they'll foreclose.
People will come, Ray.
You're broke, Ray. You sell now or you lose everything.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
And we're back. Shout out to Terrence Mann of Field of Dreams. Character played by none other than James Earl Jones. So we just cracked open a beer. This one here is called West Coast Nectar. It is a West Coast Pilsner, 5.1%. The recipe is by our friend Tito. He also hooked it up with this one as well. This is a brew from the Route 30 Brewing Company, I guess. So yeah, shout out to Tito, man, hooking it up with this. This one's actually really fucking good. I when he brought these, I did cheat a little bit, and I was like, I'm gonna sneak this one in. You know, I'm not gonna give a live reaction. It's actually really fucking good. It's an easy drink. I'm actually like a fan of the Pilsners. I find them very easy to drink, you know, so this shit'll fuck me up pretty quick if I allow it. And so but yeah, man, so shout out to Tito again, you know, for the West Coast Nectar. I really like the artwork on the can. I gotta get a picture of this shit. It's pretty much like a hop, I guess. And it's dripping in like nectar or honey or whatever. So it's pretty dope. I like it a lot. Again, from the Route 30 Brewing Company, which, shit, where the fuck is this shit at? Let's see. Route 30 Brewery. Where are you? Route 30 Brewery. Route 30 Brewery. Let's see here. Allow. Where are you? Route 30 Brewery. It is in Riverside, California. So, for the locals, to us, it's on Sterling. So, there you go. That's their mailing address. Anyways, yeah, if you need to find this spot, fucking Google it. Let me see. Yeah, it's on Michigan Avenue, Riverside. There you go. That's a downtown tap room. The brewery is also in Riverside on Sterling. So there you go. Google it. Figure it the fuck out if you want to go. Go hit up Tito. Tell him Bowski sent you. Tell him SLTP Sunday League the podcast sent you, and that you want to try the West Coast Nectar. Again, his recipe. It's really good. Fucking give it a shot. It's really good, man. So, hey, cheers. Here, we're going to tap the microphone. My drunk ass. There you go.
Remember who you are.
I remember who I am all the time. I'm a motherfucking ball player, just like everybody here listening, maybe with the exception of like 3 or 4 people. Yeah, man. So we have we got a couple of things, right? We mentioned earlier that we were going to get into some SOS. We didn't have too much of that, but we can get into that right now, which is it ain't so bad. Let me see. I'm just gonna include this. There's a comment left earlier on a previous power rankings from Joe Beck SoCal. What up, Joe Beck SoCal? You're getting a shout out. He says no teams from San Bernardino Veteranos. Unfortunately, no. I would beg I would almost guarantee that the best competition is not there. It's also, I mean, you probably could include it, but some of those teams probably wouldn't be ranked fairly high. And again, it's been a minute since the last time that a rankings has actually been put out. So there you go. There's that. And going on to, let me see. We have 3. I'm going to include one of these DMs that I got earlier. I'm going to include it into the SOS. So first one is from the BUUUUUCKS. Let me see. He says matter of fact, he lives in Arizona. What up, Brian? He says playoff time, flying in to help the SoCal MSBL Sun Devils. Let's get that dub. Hey, if the SoCal Sun Devils are flying in motherfuckers from Arizona, take it as you will. There you go. Yeah. So I believe, let me see. Shit, I had a quick pause there. I believe I mentioned earlier, yeah, the Sun Devils ended up winning, I think 6-5, something like that, against the OC Titans. So, hey man, I would beg to say that our guy right here, Mr. B Will 22, was a difference maker, so there you go. So shout out to Sun Devils for securing the dub as always. And fucking the point of playing ball is to score more runs than the other guy, right? Just like fantasy baseball. Score more points than the other guy. All right, so let's move on. Shout out to my guy, B Will 22. Matter of fact, he actually offered me a place to stay out in Arizona for the NABA World Series if that was to come up. But like I mentioned earlier, matter of fact, before we will get into that. But I do envy all you motherfuckers that are going out there. I do wish that I was able to participate this year, but unfortunately, I don't think. I mean, it's several things. Like the body doesn't really allow it. The finances, the work schedule, it's not very favorable right now, to be able to do something like that. So, but hey, again, I'm there. I'm with you guys in spirit, as I am every fucking week, every fucking day of the year, man. My attention definitely, my wife will fucking, confirm this shit, but, my attention is split, man. I have, man, matter of fact, she accused me today of having ADHD because I'm sitting here trying to prep for this pod, and I'm looking at my fucking boxes of baseball cards that I've had sitting there for probably 2 years. I have a bunch of blaster boxes just sitting there, and I'm looking at one that it's a 2022. It's called The Art of Collection. It's a Topps brand, I guess, and yeah, so I'm staring at it. I'm just like, man, those ones look really fucking cool to open. But I think, shit, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with all these fucking baseball cards. But, yeah, but back to the SOS. This next one is from the IE Dirty Birds. They said, the IE Dirty Birds record doesn't define us. We're still solid, just can't finish games. I can attest that they are solid because they definitely beat us, and sometimes, finishing is very hard to do, for us, man. It's probably pretty fucking easy, but for ball players and baseball teams, finishing could be pretty hard, so take it as you will. But yeah, again, Dirty Birds, we do play in a very tough division, very tough league. A lot of good pitching. They themselves have a lot of good pitching. They have a lot of good ball players. I know their catcher's a fucking stud. Kind of a shorter guy, smaller guy, but he fucking balls, dude. He's a really good catcher, really good hitter. So shout out to the Dirty Birds, man. They keep showing up every week and they keep giving everybody a goddamn headache. You definitely have to work for that dub, no doubt. So yeah, that's I do. As a matter of fact, that is not SOS. I have one more. Let me go find it. It is actually in the DMs. From Joel Monzo from the fucking Austin Baseball Club out in Austin, Texas. He says, a great episode 207 with Stino and Pat Killy. And then he says, yes, fuck MSBL. There you go. This shit runs nationwide. Or what was that episode called? 207 was called this shit goes across the nation or whatever the fuck. So anyways, he continues to say CTBL, which is Central Texas Baseball League, kicked off the fall ball season today with Sunday games and a game on Thursday nights. I mentioned that earlier. Might be in Cali at the end of the month. Fuck with me. Joel, let's talk. Let's make it happen. End of the month, SLTP, Austin Baseball Club. Let's go. Let's make it happen. So that's it for SOS. Moving on to the soul single voice rant. Voice DM, as I like to put it. A lot of you motherfuckers are not you don't have, as I disconnect shit over here, I'm going to call you motherfuckers out. Everybody's like, oh, get me on the pod. Get me on the pod. But then I'm like, send me a voice DM. Let's see what you got. You know, talk yo shit. You hear all this fucking clicking. Talk yo shit. What else do I ask for? Let me see. Talk yo shit. Shout outs, questions, comments, concerns, blah, blah, blah. You know, put that out almost every week. Unfortunately, it's not for everyone. You know, not everybody wants to do it. Everybody's like, oh, man, I don't want to hear my voice on the podcast. I might sound stupid. Hey, well, guess what? There's an hour and 5 minutes of me sounding stupid for you motherfuckers. But fortunately for me, we got about 2 minutes of time to fill with the beautiful voice of one Jesse Martinez, which, yes, I would like to invite you on the podcast sometime soon. So let's see. All right, let's see what you got to say. Voice DM. Voice rant, Jesse Martinez. Let's go.
Okay, this is a little pet peeve.
Ooh, pet peeves. I like it.
So trying to get ready to go play in Arizona.
Okay.
And trying to get as many swings as I can in. And expecting to play this Sunday.
Spit it out, bro. Come on. Just spit it out.
And we get a bye. Or I believe it's a forfeit.
Nobody likes buys.
I think the team forfeited. That's what it was. The team forfeited against us. And now I couldn't see my regular swings last minute before going to Arizona. So to do what I can, I go play fast pitch softball.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck, man?
Be better.
Just be better.
Be better. It's that simple.
That's fucking funny. Just be better. Well, this is a two-parter because there's another voice DM. Let's go. That shit was funny. All right, here we go.
This isn't a rant, but this is something
rant.
that happens every year
This
in
is a
Arizona.
rant. This is a rant.
What teams do you think are going and they are way over their head? I'm just saying, I think there's one in every division.
No doubt.
And they will find out how hard it is to compete in certain divisions. I will say this, though. Just because you show up, you do not get participation points. I'll tell you that right now.
I love that.
But thank you for coming and making it easier for us to advance to the next round. Cheers.
This motherfucker said, cheers. Oh, shit. Damn. I think my next combo of guests probably going to be Jesse and Mason. That'll be a fucking hoot. We've all been teammates, by the way, in the very recent past. So, yeah, all right. He did. All right. The one thing that kind of caught my attention was which teams are in over their head in what divisions or whatever. Initially, I can say that are you in over your head if you're in the 18 rookie American? Because that's as low as you can go, I guess. I mean,
That's what she said.
that's what she said. Kind of forgot I had the soundboard here. Man, that pretty good question. All right, let's pull this up. Let's give a quick rundown of what we're dealing with in Arizona. Let me see. All right. We're just gonna start with the 18 Wood Rookie American. A good handful of teams participating from the top to bottom. SoCal Hammerheads of the FBL, the Maniacs of Okaba, the SoCal Sharks of Old Scabble, Central Valley Giants. I don't know where the fuck they're from. They're from the Central Valley. Excuse me. The Rough Riders. Let me see. SGV Tribe. That's a combination of motherfuckers from over here. Yakis. Tribe, bunch of other dudes. Yeah, there's a lot of dudes on that fucking squad. Look out for them. They're gonna make some noise. Arizona Blues, who? The Whatcom Nationals, the Sin City Boys. I think they'll be all right. U.S. Military War Dogs, Illinois Nationals, the Yaquis. Now the Yaquis, that is a Sonora Yaquis of FBL's AAA division. They go every year, so shout out to them for doing the thing. Are they actually in over their head, or do they just like going to Arizona? I mean, they definitely like being there. I know I saw them there last year. They're there this year. They were there the year before that when I actually started kind of following the NABA World Series. Who from this division, however, is in over their head? That's tough. That's tough. I don't know, man. I mean, it's cool to see. I don't know where the Whatcom Nationals are from. I don't know where they're from. Illinois Nationals, however, that's cool. They're coming from Illinois. It's kind of far. But I like that. You know, most teams are either from Arizona or from SoCal. Maybe a handful of teams from Vegas. I mean, I don't know, man. This division is kind of hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't know. I will, however, make my pick. I'll make my pick for the championship. Let me see. SUV Tribe, they're going to be really fucking good. Maniacs are solid. And, I mean, obviously the boys, the Hammerheads, that's the boys, man. You know, if I was going to go, I'd probably end up going with the Hammerheads. However, that is not the case. But fuck it. I mean, give me the Hammerheads, man. Don't fucking disappoint. Some of these dudes, friends of mine, teammates, former teammates anyways. Sunday League Daddies, matter of fact, tournament squad. You know, some of these guys are the captain, Daniel Paredes, Aaron Lambert, Lamb, one of my favorite guys. Fucking, I like calling them, what was I calling them? Let's go Lamb. Just like calling them Lamb. Let's say, bah, kidding. I probably shouldn't do those things on the mic. That's what happens when you're taking big ass gulps of West Coast nectar. But hey, fuck it. Give me the Hammerheads. Let's go. Moving on to the next one. 18 Wood Rookie National. I myself am the current champ with the squad Upland Mets of this particular division. This one's stacked, and this one's very hard to predict. We ended up playing Upland Mets, by the way, are not in this participating this year, unfortunately. So, you know, naturally I would have picked them, but we got the EC Royals, SoCal Cucuys, Las Vegas Mastiffs, the West Coast Redwoods, which a former teammate of mine, or current, I'm not sure. My teammate on the Gators, Shane. Shout out to Shane. He's playing with the Redwoods. Chino Valley Hot Shots. The Central Coast Cage Monkeys. We talked about them a little bit earlier. They were getting ready against Platoon. Shout out Schmitty. They were, matter of fact, they were the squad that we were playing when, I put everything I had into a baseball and fucking hit the very bottom of a big league fence. Which bucket list, hit a homer in a big league park. And then Tiburones from the RBL, they'll be heading out that way. Shout out to Gerardo G, the homie G from manager of the squad, and also shout out to a daddy, a Sunday League daddy, the Dylan Hoff, our guy Dylan. I'm over here butchering his name on purpose. His last name on purpose. With the San Diego Walk-Ons of Sodabo. Talked about them earlier. But shout out to them as well. Honestly, man, this fucking division is pretty. It's looking pretty solid. The EC Royals were in the ship last year. I liked what they had, what they were playing with. I like what the Walk-Ons have. I like what the Tiburones have. I like what the Monkeys have. I'm not too familiar with the Hot Shots, not familiar with the Redwoods. The Mastiffs ended up beating us, but they didn't look great, last year. But that's no disrespect to them. Can't say what they have planned for them this year. The SoCal Cucuys put up a great fucking fight against us as well last year. So again, this one's tough. Hey, but who do I pick, man? I got a lot of boys. I got a lot of boys in this division. But we're just gonna go. We're gonna go with the walk-ons. Let's fucking go walk-ons. Don't fuck this up. Do the job. Let's go. Bowski. Pressure's on you, man. Pressure's on you. 18 Wood Minor. Now let's see here. This division's very small. We got 5 teams. We got the A633 Concrete League. The fuck is that? Can't trust these teams that have names like that. Then we got Tijuana with the Phoenix Rangers, Arizona Hit Factory Legends, and the Paramount Pirates. Depending on which Paramount Pirates is on this squad, Sunday League Daddies did beat them in the 4th of July 18 Rookie National, which is a 4-team division, by the way. Paramount Pirates looked all right, but hey, give me Tijuana. Give me Tijuana. That's my pick. And the one everybody's probably waiting for, the most motherfucking stacked tournament bracket I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ. Let me see. We got in the 18 Wood Open. God damn. Who the fuck do you pick? You got the SoCal Titans. You got the Paramount Pirates again. Probably their better team, obviously. The Directional Coaching Archangels. They're from like the San Diego area. Then you got the Platoon from PCBL. You got Molino. You got the LBC Sun Rocks, the Unicorn, that Unicorn team. Obregon. Then you got the San Diego Sluggos from Sudabel. And also from Sudabel, the San Diego Threshers, reigning 18 minor champs. Then you got the CBA Tigers. Every year they're in it. Then you got the Coras. Coras, Koras. And you have Los Menores. Who do you pick? I don't fucking know, man. This is tough as shit. It would be safe to pick a team that I don't know. That way you don't have one team like, oh, why you gotta pick them? Then you have all these teams like, oh, why you picking those fucking guys? They stink. Give me Los Menores. Give me Los Menores. Fuck it. Why the fuck not? Honestly, man, like I want my fucking homies to fucking ball out, have fun, don't get hurt. Please don't get fucking hurt, because that would suck, and you'd be gone. You'd be gone, man. You'd be gone off the field. I know the SoCal Titans are fucking good. The Pirates are probably gonna field a really good squad. Archangels, good squad. Platoon's always stacked. Molino, I hear is pretty fucking good. LBC Sun Rocks, always fucking stacked. Obregon, I hear is pretty fucking good. The Sluggos is stacked. The San Diego Threshers is stacked. The CBA Tigers is fucking stacked. Let me see. The Coras, no fucking clue, but they're probably stacked. Los Menores, no fucking clue, but they're also probably fucking stacked. Yeah, man. This division is a goddamn coin toss. Top 8 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 4 of these motherfucking teams ain't moving on. So I like that a lot. That tells me that, and it should tell you as well, that these motherfuckers can't sandbag it. Don't be sandbagging shit in fucking tournament ball, motherfuckers. All right, let's move on to the 25 division. 25 Rookie American. Let's make some picks real quick. Let me see. We got the San Diego Spreadsheets, the North Langley Expo, San Diego Boneheads, Jesus, San Diego Aztecs, Santa Barbara Black Sox, the Las Vegas Bulldogs. You got the Bulldogs and the Mastiffs. Okay. The Denver Hops, like our West Coast Nectar. It's very hoppy. And then the Calgary Rockies. Holy shit, we got a team from fucking Canada. I'm sure they're pretty fucking nice. Give me the spreadsheets, because they're going to spread some cheeks out in Arizona. Shout out to them and the 25 rookie American. Damn, I could play in this fucking division. Let me see the National. Who do we have in the National? Phoenix Aces, Kansas City Monarchs, the San Antonio National, SoCal Black Sox, and San Jose Sox, San Jose Marlins, SoCal Trojans, San Diego Outsiders. This one looks pretty solid. I like the Kansas City Monarchs because they tag us in a lot of their shit. The San Jose Sox also tag us in a lot of their shit. The Marlins, San Jose Marlins, a little bit. SoCal Trojans, I know some of those guys as well. We're going to go with the Kansas City Monarchs. Shout out Josh Kirshen. That's the homie. He is a friend of mine. Hooked it up with some fucking Malort last season, man. We met for the first time in person. It was pretty fucking cool, dude. So shout out to him for that. So, hey, man. Hey, you bought my motherfucking vote. Let's go Kansas City Monarchs in the 25 wood rookie national. That shit looks fucking competitive as fuck. 25 wood minor? Jesus Christ. Let me see. With the OC Charros. Okay, this one's stacked too. OC Charros, Fresno Grizzlies, the Night Train, Midwest Storm, EVABL Cardenales, Sin Nombres, that means no names for you non-Spanish speakers, San Diego Killer Bees, and the Venice Marlins. Well, who the fuck am I supposed to pick here? Because goddamn. OC Charros are the homies. Fresno Grizzlies are the most recent champs in any tournament. I don't know the Night Train, don't know the Midwest Storm, don't know the Evable Cardinals. The no-namers, don't know them. Killer Bees, don't know them. Venice Marlins, shout out to them. The homie Mookie's over there. I know my guy Giovanni's going. Gusto Bats is going. My guy Gus is heading out there with them as well. Who do you pick? Who the fuck do you pick? You know, I have found it safe to pick somebody that if you don't know them, pick those guys when you got a bunch of homies. Let's go Sin Nombres just to piss off some of the homies. Yeah, I love the boys, man. Let's piss off some of the homies. So Sin Nombres, let's go. 25 wood minor, 25 wood open. Last one we're gonna do as far as Arizona is concerned with the SoCal Terror, Las Abejas, which is the bees, the Scottsdale Scorpions, Suela South Dade, I think they're from Florida, and the Camaroneros, the Shrimpers. This is an easy pick for me. SoCal Terror, make it fucking happen. Do the fucking job. Bring the ring home. Yeah, for all the homies playing, hey, do the fucking job. Do what you go. Get out there and do what you fucking set out to do, because if you don't win the ship, then you wasted your fucking money. Right? And when you waste your money, that's no fun for anyone, really. Like, I don't like wasting my motherfucking money. You know, like if I'm gonna spend my money, I want to get toasty. You know? Toasty. There you go. Fucking iPad. I want to get toasty when some motherfucking beers want to spend my money. Take your fat ass over to Route 30 Brewing Company in Riverside. It won't disappoint. I mean, alcohol is alcohol. I'm over here stuttering my words. But, you know, man, at the end of the day, like, we do this shit because we fucking love playing. I do this shit because I enjoy doing the podcast, man. Do it for you motherfuckers. Do it for the fucking community. The work's got to get done week by week, right? And kind of like fucking Mr. Myrtle says in his little monologue. Hey, we come by. You come by once a week and we talk baseball. We talk Sunday League baseball here with all you motherfucking bush leaguers. then we got ourselves an even trade. So you lend us your ears here, we'll lend us our voice to you guys. But you know, I did receive a message. We're gonna end it with this. I received a message earlier, which I really appreciated. You know, the message is, it's gonna remain anonymous. I don't want to put the person on, not necessarily on blast, but I don't want to, you know, we're just gonna keep it anonymous. You know, just shout out to him and his family and stuff, man, and his wife. You know, the listeners of the show, and they're very appreciative, man. So let's see. I'm just gonna read it from the top. Says, finally home. Game was at 11 a.m. Got up at 8. Got ready. Helped getting the kids ready. Took off with them. Wifey stayed home because it's National Wifey Day. Let's see. Met the parents at the game. The team won. Went 2 for 4. Hung out with the parents after and had a barbecue. Just dropped off the daughter with the mom, and now home with the son, and he's asleep. To a lot of people over here on this side, it might not mean shit what you and the SLTP has done, but to me it means so much, especially at the age I'm at now. And I just look back all those years I've spent playing on Sundays and say, damn it was worth it. You put my team on the map when you didn't have to. If no one has told you today, I want to be the one to say thank you for always listening, bro, and showing us love. And Mondays don't suck because I have something to listen to. That's the best part, man. You know, at the end of the day, pretty much why we do this shit, dude. It's life, you know, like James Earl Jones, not James Earl, like Mr. Myrtle says, you know, baseball was life and I was good at it, real good. For us, that, you know, we've put everything we've had into it. It's great, dude. It's for me, all I got fucking left, right? Just give it what I can, give it my 100%. You know, my 100% might not match somebody else's. Hey, but I'm an old fucking geezer that uses a shower chair, you know. But real appreciative of messages like that. We've you know, gotten some of those in the past, and it's cool, man. Like it really it helps rejuvenate the old juices, as one would say. I don't know who the fuck says that. I guess I said it. But you know, it helps rejuvenate the energy and just kind of, you know, renew the want to do this, right? And so with that, man, you know, just want to leave it there, and just want to wish everybody the best of fucking luck in Arizona that's actually going. For those that aren't able to go, hey man, maybe next year, every paycheck, man, save $20. Matter of fact, I pulled out an extra $20 from the bank account today. It's going in a shoebox. We're just gonna pick a random shoebox. We're gonna stick it in the shoebox, and we're saving up for Arizona for next year, man. I would like to say the daddies are officially going next year, but that part's TBD. For sure, the daddies are official, planning on MLK weekend. I like taking it a tournament at a time, but yeah, man, kind of eyeballing Arizona for the daddies next year, 2025. So, you know, if we get there, we're hoping to do that. So I myself starting to save up for that. If I can't go with our tournament team here, more than likely I'll be there anyways. Great experience, you know, just based off of last year. It was fucking great. And it's that time of the year, like, you know, some of you guys are like, fuck, I got 4 more sleeps, 3 more sleeps, 2 more sleeps. And come like Tuesday night, you're like, fuck, I can't fucking sleep. I'm about to dip out. You know, some fools leaving early. Some motherfuckers got like a 12 o'clock game, a noon game at like on Wednesday. And that's wild. That's early on Wednesday. That you're kind of kicking off the tournament with that shit. And I was looking at the schedule too. It seems like some of these Wednesday games are all stadium games, which is pretty fucking dope. I did see that NABA added a few new venues. Fuck. Is it Scottsdale? Whichever one's in Scottsdale, the Rockies, Diamondbacks, Salt River. They added that one. They added Ho Ho Cam, which, by the way, for you OGs, Ho Ho Cam is where the A's play their spring training games. But it's also where Tender Huggy Cuddles happened, which if you don't know Tender Huggy Cuddles, go back in the podcast. Look up Tender Huggy Cuddles. Look up that episode. Couldn't tell you what number it is, but it's early on, probably like a year in. 40-ish, 50-ish, roughly. Episode 40-ish, 50, right around there. So go look for it. Tender Huggy Cuddles tells about the story of when I unintentionally ingested a gummy, a very potent gummy. Not fun. It was absolutely fucking terrible. So that's your spoiler alert. Thought I was gonna die. I was very paranoid. I thought the world was against me. So, anyways, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to our anonymous DM, which will remain. And let's all take some fucking shots. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Let's take some shots. I'm not taking any shots. It's 2 in the fucking morning. I'm out of here. And to everybody, best of luck in Arizona. Keep me posted. I'll be in tune. We'll hit that ESPN update. Win some motherfucking ball games. Have some fun. And drink your motherfucking water. But most importantly, don't forget to pay your umpire fees. Umpire fees. Holy motherfucking shit. Don't forget to pay your motherfucking umpire fees. And we all know how much it costs. It's $5. Catch you motherfuckers on episode 209. Peace.